Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you all are fine. So, my dear students, today we will start a new chapter that is also from geography. Chapter number 7, Imports and Exports of Pakistan. That is on page number 61. The main objectives of this chapter is to explain simply the meaning of balances of payments, to study Pakistan's main exports. You will also learn in this chapter about the Pakistan imports, visible and invisible exports of Pakistan. You will also learn about that why balances of payments is so important. So let's start our chapter. As I told you before that our chapter name is Exports and Import of Pakistan. So, if you have any idea, then think in your mind that what are the agricultural products that Pakistan exports? Yes, Pakistan exports cotton and also rice. Pakistan exports the agricultural products. Why? Because Pakistan is very good in agricultural products. As Pakistan is the agricultural country. The second question is, what are the manufactured goods that Pakistan exports? Pakistan exports the garments and also the sports equipment. As Sialkot is one of the major cities of Pakistan that is very good in making the sports equipment. Let's start our chapter. Exports. Exports are the goods which are sent out of the country for sale. What are exports? Exports are the goods which are sent out of the country for sale. For example, Pakistan exports agricultural products, fruits and vegetables, etc. Imports. What are imports? Imports are the goods which are brought into the country from overseas. For example, Pakistan imports manufacturing products like motor vehicles, machinery items, etc. As Pakistan is not very good in the manufacturing products. That's why Pakistan imports these kind of products from the different countries. Now the question is that which currency is used for imports and exports? Yes, dollar is used for imports and exports. Another currency that is used for import and export is euro. What does the euro mean? This is the currency common to 16 of the 27 member states of the European Monetary Union. On 1st January 2002, euro coins and notes were formally introduced as the official currency of these European countries. So, my dear students, these are the two currencies that are used for imports and exports of other countries or in the Pakistan as well. Now, come to our next topic, that is balance of payments. Balance of payments mean it is the relationship between the earning and spending of a country, right? So, now here comes the definition of the balances of payment, that the relationship between the earning and spending of a country. Just take an example of an ordinary family. If the ordinary family earning is greater than its spending, then the family will be the prosperous family, right? But on the other hand, if the family spending is greater than its earning, then the family will be in debt. Same is the situation with the countries as well. So, this is the formula of balance of payment, that imports is equal to exports. Now, my dear students, we will also learn about the trade surplus. What is trade surplus? Here comes the definition of trade surplus. If the exports are higher than the imports, then the figure that shows the difference is called the trade surplus. It is also called the positive trade, and it is also called the positive balances of payment. Now, from this formula, you can easily learn that what is trade surplus. Exports are higher than the imports is equal to trade surplus. In this picture, you can also see that if the exports are higher than the imports, then the country will be the prosperous country. On the other hand, we will also learn about the definition of trade deficit. What is trade deficit? My dear students, if the imports are higher than the exports, then the figure that shows the difference is called the trade deficit. So, from this formula, you can also learn about the trade deficit. That if the imports are higher than the export, then the country will be in trade deficit. It can also be called the negative balances of payment. In this picture, you can see the trade deficit. The imports are higher than the exports. So what will happen? The country will be in debt. The country have to borrow from the richer nations, and it have to repay it back with a lot of interest. This is called the trade deficit. Now, about the most valuable exports good of any country. The first valuable exports goods are the television sets, the computers, the aircraft, motor vehicles, and the machinery items. These are the expensive exports goods of any country. These are the first valuable exports goods. Now, the second valuable exports goods are the raw material such as iron ore and oil that is present in the natural form. The third valuable exports goods are the agricultural product. These are also the least valuable exports goods, and these are sold at very low prices. Pakistan is in the third valuable category. So, my dear students, Pakistan have to import the manufacturing products. That's why Pakistan is in debt. Pakistan has to borrow from richer countries or from World Bank and also from the IMF. IMF stands for International Monetary Fund. This institution lends vast sums to help countries to modernize, to build roads, ports, schools, hospitals, and other projects. Now, come to our next topic. As I told you before, that Pakistan is an agricultural country. So Pakistan is exporting five major exports, five major agricultural products. Pakistan is exporting the sports equipment to the other countries that are very famous in the other countries. Pakistan is also exporting the rice to the other countries. Cotton is one of the agricultural product that Pakistan is exporting to the other countries. And the carpets as well. Let's come to first Pakistan largest export item, that is cotton. Pakistan is the fourth largest producer of cotton in the world after USA, China, and India. So, Pakistan is exporting the cotton in five forms. Clothing, it's mean the stitched cloth like garments. Cloth, the unstitched fabric. Yarn and thread. Raw cotton and waste in its natural form. The next is the rayon. It is the second largest export item. It is used to be called artificial silk because it has some of the properties of real silk, but it is much cheaper. Now comes to the process of making rayon. It was invented in about 1900. Wood chips, usually pine or sometimes cotton seeds, are dissolved in a bath or powerful chemicals. This solution is then squirted through tiny nozzles into another chemical bath where they are solidified into a fine thread. After that, this is dyed and used as any other fiber. This is the process of making the rayon. See this picture carefully. This is the manufacturing process of making the rayon, right? So the next thing that Pakistan exports to the other country is rice. Rice is Pakistan's second largest grain crop, nearly 55 lakh tons a year. Pakistan is fortunate in growing the basmati rice, which is highly sought after all over the world and sells at 3 or 4 times the price of ordinary rice. In 2007, over 6 lakh tons of basmati rice and almost 2 million tons of other types were exported. So rice is a very important grain crop in Pakistan. This is the picture of the basmati rice. This is the very good quality of Pakistan, that Pakistan is exporting the basmati rice. So my dear students, let's recap our lesson that what we had learned in this lecture. We learned about the definition of imports and exports. Imports are the goods that are brought into the country from overseas, right? And what are exports? Exports are the goods which are sent out of the country for sale. The next thing is balances of payment. It is the relationship between the earning and spending of a country. Imports is equal to import. Imports is equal to exports is called the balances of payment, right? We learned about the trade surplus. the positive balances of payment. If the exports are higher than the imports, then this is called the trade surplus. We also learned about the trade deficit, that if the imports are higher than the exports, then the country will be in loss, the country will be in debt. This is called the trade deficit and the negative balances of payment. We also learned about the first, second and third valuable exports item of any country. The first valuable exports goods are the manufacturing products. The second valuable exports goods are the raw materials. And the third and the least valuable exports goods are the agricultural products. We also learned about the Pakistan debt, that Pakistan is importing the manufacturing products. That's why Pakistan is in debt. The last thing we learned today about the Pakistan's 5 largest export items. In this lecture, we covered 3 topics. First is cotton. That cotton is the Pakistan's 4th largest production. We learned about the rayon. That rayon is also called to be the artificial silk, but it is much cheaper than the real silk. We learned about the process of the making rayon, and in the last, we learned about the rice. That Pakistan is exporting the basmati rice to the other countries. Now, what you have to do? Come to the home task. Your home task is from chapter number 4, Agriculture and Main Crops. Our last long question was left. That was, what is horticulture and what are its impact on the economy of Pakistan? You have to do this in your neat copies. So the next thing is another home task that is from chapter number 7, Exports and Import of Pakistan, because we have learned in this lecture about what are exports, what are imports, and what do you mean by the balances of payments. You have to do these short questions in your neat notebooks. So, the long questions must contain these headings. The main heading is horticulture. The first subheading is Orient. That what is the meaning of hortus? Hortus and horticulture mean garden growing. Halfway, it is really a halfway stage between a garden and a farm. Horticulturists, who are horticulturists and what does they do? Growth in big cities, fruit orchards, and the growth of nuts. The second thing that you have to cover in this question is impact on the economy of Pakistan. Rapid increase in which fruits, the main crops that the horticulturists grow, the fruit exports, surprising fall, and also the surprising increase. In the last, thank you so much students for listening me. Thank you so much for your concentration. Take care and Allah Hafiz.